How does your character get along when you guys
We don't know. We haven't met yet. We only met for the first time properly as humans in our real lives yesterday. Yeah. So I'm excited to find out what happens. It's nice to have another English person.
So can you talk a little bit about moving from animation and then going into preparing for your character through Arrow and now going into Legend of Tomorrow? What you kind of had to, what kind of mindset you had to get into for that?
I read a lot of comics, amazing. And just watching the shows and getting an idea of the energy and the sort of pace of the shows. But also because I'm the grandmother of the Vixen, there's been a nice amount of flexibility with also creating my own characteristics as well, but also like merging it so we recognise the character. So it's been really fun. It's been a really nice process.
Arthur, we got to see a lot of the personal side of your character and how the things that have happened to you have affected your decisions.
Yeah.
Moving forward, do you think we've seen the last of that, or is there maybe more of that to explore?
I mean, he's been through so much.
Yeah.
Like, and it has to affect him. I think it's changed. I think it's fundamentally changed him as a person. And yeah, I think there will hopefully be a few more lighter moments for Rip this season, but also I'm very aware that has to be an underlying sadness to him, having lost what he's lost. His whole life was about saving his family. He didn't achieve that, so he feels awful about it. So I think there will be some of that, but there's also a huge twist for him quite early on, which changes everything. So we get to see how that works out. I'm very excited about what they've said is going to happen.
Can you talk at all about Rip's relationship with the Justice Society?
At the moment, he's not that aware of it, as far as I know. We're only shooting episode 1 now, so I got to the page where everyone appears in the script there, and I'm not allowed to say who's in the gang, but it's a really. There were so many pages in the first script that I went, oh, I'm so glad they're doing this. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Nice. Episode 1, when they represented Rip's real name was Michael.
Yes.
Were we supposed to look into that because is that Brewster Gold's real name is Michael John Barner?
I have no idea. I don't know if you're meant to read into it. You'll have to ask me.
Is there anything you'd like to see happen for your character this season? Anything you didn't get to do that you want to do?
Smile. Go to a party, hang out with friends. No, I'm currently. It's not in my nature to be a violent person, so it's quite nice to live out these things that I don't do in my real life at work. And I'm preparing for quite a big fight on Tuesday. A fight with style and panache. And I'm really excited about getting to do more of that, which is something that I've never really. I'm normally cast as the guy that can't fight, because that reflects my own personality. So it's really nice. It's a nice challenge to get to do some more action things and live out my Indiana Jones fantasies from the beginning.
Your Old West Sidearm is one of, like, the futuristic Old West Sidearm is one of the coolest weapons on TV. Did you have any input on designing that?
No, I just got given a lights up gun and I was like, this is great. Now you can work with this. Do you have one?
So my thing is I can channel any animal of my instinct and use their powers, their skills. So yeah, I touch my necklace and it's just like comes out of me.
It's like, you ever watch Visionaries? There's a cartoon called Visionaries that had a hologram in the stomach of an animal, and when they wanted to, an animal Let's do more Visionaries.
Izzy, can you talk a little bit about your interpretation of Vixen? Were you familiar with the comic book side of it?
I was, and I've been watching the online show, and it's just really nice. I mean, she's the Vixen in the comics, she's a really strong, damaged woman, and she's been through a lot. And I think it's important to bring aspects of that in, but also she has this fire and this sort of this really strong sense of justice, and that's what I think is quite special about her. She will fight to the end, she will be there. And I think it's going to be interesting watching how she then interacts with this group of superheroes who are not really what she would consider a superhero to be,
Right.
and how that changes her and what she learns from them.
Yeah, there's certain questionable like morals in terms of how far do you take on justice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the world isn't as black and white as she thought it was. I think for her, there's like a clear right and wrong. And with these guys, they're going to show her grey.
Your business coming from a different time period and so on. So how different might her costume look like since from the current business that we have?
I don't want to give too much away. Her superhero costume isn't dated, let's say that. It's kind of timeless. But then within that, obviously, when we go to different time periods, we'll be just dressing up accordingly. But I think what's going to come out of it is the Justice Society in America is much more tight group, very sort of practical, very straightforward, and that's from the 1940s. So that's that kind of attitude and feel of the time period.
Does the costume represent that of really being from that time, where
I think the costume is
You get a cake. No one gets a cake in this show. You have the representation of a cake.
it's an evolution of the costume that we saw mixed in the film. I think the costume and the necklace they are mixed. No matter what generation they are her. So we wanted to continue that flow.
And I'm going to start wearing my underpants in that show. Just to feel a bit more suit.
You should just show up one day in a cave and see if they let you wear it. Just...
It's dangerous.
That's right. Caves are dangerous for the economy.
But they look really good.
Or maybe just have them go back to the 80s and you can, sport it and it'll be totally normal.
I want to do an episode of this show set in the 1970s vision of the future, like set in Barbarella, or everyone's wearing like spandex and with glitter in there.
Bubbles on their head.
Really cool.
Have you seen any special effects footage of your character, like using her powers or anything?
I think with when it was an arrow, we saw the sort of ghost as such of the spirit animal come out. I think that would be really fun to follow that through. I'm excited just to see how the effects work. I don't know what you guys do yet. Is it just happening?
It just literally just happening.
Fighting. I want to do some fighting. I'm excited about that. Yeah.